Right, we're on live. Just wait for a few people to come on. And then I'll do my thank yous. And then I'll introduce the great man himself. Got people coming on. Okay. Everybody starting to come on? Good evening, everyone that's coming on at the minute. Hope you guys have had a good day. Andy Hobbs, how you doing? I can see you this time. Right, everyone. Lee Ashby here from Motocross and Speedway Memories. Welcome to tonight. I'm just going to do my thank yous first before I introduce the great man himself. Big thanks for the support to Simon Pardo of White Eagle Finance. They give quality financial advice for pensions, investments, mortgages and protection. Check the website at www.whiteeaglefinance.co.uk. Thanks to Luke Gorse of X44 Apps Solutions. Using Easy Apps, he created my new website. You can check that at www.mxspeedwaymemories.co.uk. Thanks to Stefan Everts with his S72 gin and vodka brand. Check all his amazing products at s72gin.com. Also, thanks Stefan for my new Gin 72 hat there, and obviously his son, Liamski, got that as well today. Nice of him. Yeah, so the man himself is waiting in the background. So I'll do a bit of a countdown for you guys. Hello to my mum that's just come on, Jenny. And don't forget, guys, to go on to, before you come in, click on the link, streamyard.com//Facebook, and then I'll see your questions and your names. Right, I'll introduce the man. I'm just going to do my countdown, and then we'll get going. So we're going to bring in the main man. Right. The man himself, Harry Everts, 4 times World Motocross Champion, 1975 250cc champion, and 3 on the trot from the 125 World Championship, 1979, 1980 and 1981. And Harry has won 2 motocross donations for Team Belgium as well. And I'm going to introduce him now, the man himself, 4 times World Champion, Mr. Harry Everts. Good evening, Harry.
Hello, good evening.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm fine, no problem.
Good man. Everyone's been looking forward to this, to see you.
Sorry?
Everybody's been looking forward to seeing you.
Okay, that's good. Great.
Yeah, that's good.
I will try and do my best. Not so easy to understand, but I will try it.
Yep. Harry's going to do his best to try to understand my English. I'm going to try and go as slow as I can, and hopefully he'll be able to hear what I'm saying. Right, here we go then, Harry. I'll give you a first question. How did you get into motocross, and what is your earliest memory of the sport?
Oh, that is a long time ago. My first time when I was a motocross was because of my uncle, my mother, brother, Jeff Davison. So he was a motocross rider, and I live next to the house of my grandfather, and so there was always motocross, and this is why I coming in the motocross. And I started riding. I was around 12 years old with a normal, I think a straight bike, a small 50cc or something, and I was always back in the garden riding. And my first best remember was when I was 14 years old, when I do my first race in some Belgian youngster race.
Okay, next question I got for you. What riders did you look up to and idolize yourself? And did you ever get to race against any of your heroes?
Yeah, my biggest hero and when I was young was of course, my uncle, my mother brother, and at the same time was Joël Robert was already like the riders like Rolf Dublin, Bill Nilsson. So it's a long time ago. But Joël Robert was the one of the guys I always was looking, and also was Paul Friedrichs, the East German rider. I remember my first time when I got met my grandfather to the motocross was in Namur. I was 8 years old, and my uncle was riding, and also that Paul Friedrichs. And yeah, still today I see that before me it was so good and so nice to see that. And always in my back, in my head was maybe one day I will be a motocross rider, a top rider. I was dreaming to becoming a world champion, but it was not so easy, or we have to say, because I was young, and also, of course, money and etc. was not there, so it was a difficult time. But that was my heroes.
Brilliant. I'm going to bring on some of the fans' questions onto the screen. Here's one here. A question from Stefan Honey. He's put, why did Harry wait so long to get Stefan start riding?
Sorry, one time more?
Someone's asked, Harry.
Yes.
Why did you wait so long to get Stefan involved in riding?
So long. It was not so, I think he was in time. I was by myself riding in the top at that time, and Stefan was so young, so he was like 11, 12 years old. When I have some small injury, we do some race here in Belgium, and after, yeah, I think he was in time, and he was like 14 years when we go out of the first races in the Belgium Junior Championship in that time, so it was in time.
I've got a chap here that's just on the screen. Look, I've put him on there. Oriol Peregrini. He's put, hello, Lee, and the great Harry Everts. We met in Guatemala in 91 in Mexico, in Quetar. A greeting from Panama.
That's a long time ago, 1991 in Guatemala. Yes, Stefan was riding in Guatemala. Maybe I remember that that day. I will be something always hanging in my head, because Stefan was so hot that days. That weekend, and Stephanie was riding the World Championship. He won that Grand Prix, and direct after the second heat, he was not coming. He won the race, so he was not coming to the pits, to the paddock, and we are waiting, and after 1 hour, 2 hours, still not on the place. So I already have a little bit afraid to say where he is. So I go behind, and then they say, yeah, you have to go because you have to do a doping control in that house over there. So I go to that place already 3 hours later, and that day, yeah, it was so hot. He cannot make a piss to make the control, and finally he do it, and then the doctor take that small thing in the bottle, and he crashed it down on the table. So we have to do it again 1 hour more. So it was 3-4 hours after the race. He was still not back in the pits, and that was in Guatemala. Yeah.
Okay, next question. I got another fan here that's just put his question up, Jim Brookman. He's put, ask Harry, how good was the twin carb pooch to race?
Oh, good. That Puch is, you cannot believe, I was last week in Austria. Last week, I picked up my second bike, because my first bike I gave last Christmas to my son Stefan. And my second bike from the Grand Prix, I picked it up last week. So I have it only 1 week at home. And he told me, the mechanic, because he's still alive, and he said, Ari, that time our bike have like 52 horsepower. In that time, it was already big for that time. And that the problem from the twin carburetor was you have no bottom power. But I was already 6-7 years in met Poek together, so I started in 70, 1970 to 76. So I was always in that in the development with that new bikes. And the first Grand Prix we have in 1975, I never rode that bike. So we go to the first Grand Prix in Sabadell in Spain, and he bring that new bike, and I say, "Oh shit, what's that? What is that? I never see that." Because it was still handmade, it was not nice making. And that bike, I go the first heat, and we have some problems. And the second heat, I drive the only one carburetor, but then finally I won that Grand Prix. And the special thing from that bike was he had so high, in the bottom power was so not so good, but in the top speed he was, I think, the fastest we ever had before. It was so easy. For me, it was difficult, but I was easy on the bike. So when some other guys riding with the bike late, they say, "Yeah, the bike is so difficult for riding, but you have no bottom power." But I know who have to worry the bike, and so yeah, it was a very special and good bike at that time.
There's a lot of nice comments already coming in, Harry, saying you're a legend. Much respect to you. That it's an honor to see you tonight as well. That's been said. I've got another question here for you, Harry. Hi Lee, can you ask Harry what he thinks about modern motorway motocross compared to the proper old motocross? What do you think of the motocross now?
Yeah, but I think no, yeah. You know, this already so long time ago. But I was never out of the motocross. All my life I was the motocross. I never 1 year I was out. So I know from the beginning till today everything is different. The same with the cars and my bicycles and the road. Yeah. It's like it is now. The suspension is much more different. The bikes is much more different. You know, the kids already training now. When you see the training from the kids already, coming in the track already. The first jump is after 150 meter. The next one coming is so many. It's completely different like before. But anyway, till today, I like it like it is. Sometimes, it's dangerous, but no, the riders, you know, it works. When you see last Sunday, 2 days ago, the race in Lommel, when you see the waves, it's already like Supercross. When you see something, but when I see some kids start riding, they learn it from the first days, like they're riding now. So it's like it is now.
Yeah, for sure. I got another question here from someone. Hold on. We got David Smith. He's put, Lee, can you ask Harry what was the factory RN 500 like, and was it ever going to go to production but never made it? Plus, why did he not carry on with it?
Yeah. In 1990, 1983 was that, I think was the first year when that bike coming, that Waterpool 500. And I when I get it the first time in training, we go to one local race here in Belgium. It was direct a very good race, and then we go to the first Grand Prix. I was riding with that in French. I won the first heat, and the second heat it was like 2 or 3, I don't know anymore. But I was anyway the podium, and that bike was a good bike. Was easy for me. It was not a problem for riding the bike. But in '83, after that, the Suzuki coming, I was thinking I get 1 year a new contract, but then they coming to my home to make a normal, I think, for a new contract, and then he stopped motocross. So it was stopped. And one day, another day, it was finished. That bike.
Yeah, so it just ended.
Till today, we don't know where it is. Somewhere in Italy, because I asked many guys. Somewhere in Italy, but we cannot find it. Maybe some guys know, but it's okay because I was interested to see it back, not to have it, but okay.
Yeah,
We not see it back.
Be interested in if
And that
someone
was
says where it
not
was.
so good in that time because I was using I will have some good races. I can go to another factory in that time, and on the last minute, yeah, I break my two collarbones in St. Antonius, and normally I have to sign a new contract with another company. And that night I cannot go because then they give that contract to another rider. And the same week Suzuki coming to my home and I think we have a new contract, but no, they say we stop it because we need the money for the new Vitara, and they put the money in the car. And he coming back in '89, I think he coming back. Yes. So it was already 5-6 years. Suzuki was out of Grand Prix. It was on one side it was very bad, also for me because I was an age of 33 years, I think, something like that. And it was not so easy because it was already at the end of the season to get a contract because everybody, all the riders were already in another, have already a contract. So it was difficult for me at that time.
Right, let me just have a look. Okay, a question from me. Who would you say has been your closest rivals over your motocross career? Who are your closest rivals? And who did you enjoy racing with the most?
My closer was the 125 was Akira Watanabe. Akira, he was like he was a very hard guy also. And, in the hard track, especially hard track, he can go. And that time was 40 minutes plus 2 laps. He can go 40 minutes behind you, like yeah, he not give up, but I also not give up. So, and we have so many good battles together in the Grand Prix, and also in the sand, he was like in the deep sand, he was strong for 30 minutes, but after that he had a little bit down. So I knew that I was strong myself. I have a good condition, but I will never forget him until today. Sometimes I speak to my friends. It was so nice because he not give up. He was like 5 meters behind and not give up till the last lap. So yeah, that was good. Yeah,
great times.
yeah.
I've got another question from a fan, Dan Merrifield. Hi Lee, does Harry think Farley Castle should be used as a modern MXGP track?
Farley Castle was a difficult track. I never forget my first time. I have a good race that weekend. I was not winning, but I was not too bad. And I never forget that uppers and that downers was so difficult with that holes inside, and that was something special. I think today when they have, I hope we get tracks back like that, but will be never like that coming back because the paddocks is not big enough or not good enough anymore, and difficult for the television, for the cameras, etc. But that was the best when we get tracks back like Farley Castle, like we have some good also in Belgium, some old tracks. They are good for Grand Prix, real Grand Prix, but yeah, everything has changed, and you can make it on a football play now when you see sometimes the tracks. So it's not that nice sometimes, but it's like it is.
I've got another question from someone. Ashley Hudson has put, can you ask Harry if he can remember being in hospital with my dad in 1980, Neil Hudson?
Oh, 1980?
Yeah.
Oh, that is, I think that was in Germany. Wait. In Spain? Came in Spain when he had Lime was. Oh, that was Lime. Who was that? Neil Hudson?
Yeah, Neil Hudson, yeah. The British rider.
Was that in Swiss?
I don't know. It's obviously he's just put it's his son, and he just said, "Do you remember being in hospital with him?"
Oh, yeah, that is a long time ago.
Long time.
I was many times in hospital with myself,
yeah.
with myself, and also with other riders. So when I have my school in Spain, and sometimes I have to go to hospitals every time one time a week. So yeah, that was not so nice to go there, but I not remember it direct.
Okay, no worries. Thanks anyway. I've got a question off of Lance Pavitt. He's put, What does Harry think of the lack of tracks in Belgium?
Of the lack of tracks in Belgium, what do you mean?
Not so many, not too
Oh
many.
no, so bad in the moment. Yeah. It's so bad. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe.
Crazy.
When I was young, when Stefan still was a young kid, we can go in 20 kilometer or 20 miles. We can go 5-6 different tracks here. Now we have nothing. So bad. I cannot believe. So bad. We have one of the biggest champions in Belgium before. You know, so many guys are world champion, and now we have nothing. So bad. We can go to Lommel, to Genk, and nothing. It's finished.
That's crazy, isn't it?
We have to go. We have to go with our guys to the north of France or Italy or Holland, and because we have the most trucks, so difficult, bad.
Yeah, madness. Yeah. Someone's got a bit of a fun question here for you. They've put, Harry, if yourself, Stefan, and Liam were to race a 30-minute race in your primes, how would the podium look between the three of you in your primes? Ooh, this is a fun one.
No, the podium, that's easy. It will be, then I go for my son Stefan. He have to, I know him already from the kid. He's so much talented. I don't have that like Stefan, but no, 100% would be Stefan. And then at my age now, and this time I think, okay, not at my age, but when we were younger, maybe Liam. I can beat Liam maybe for one lap.
That's brilliant.
Only maybe in the start, and that is it.
Yeah, exactly that. My next question is, what was your favorite race bike during your career?
Oh, that was a Suzuki. Yes.
Yeah, Suzuki.
Suzuki. I was when I was a young kid. You know, I was riding with Poek. I was 6 years with Poek together. I was with Bultaco. I have more bikes, and my dream was always to have Suzuki, because when I was riding together with Joel Robert, with Roger de Costa or Sylvain Boers or Gaston Rayer, coming with the Suzuki bikes. I was always fighting to beat them, but it was so difficult because I never forget. I was in a Bultaco and a long start line. Gaston, he just passed me like he can say hello to me when he passed me, so easy. And I think, yes, when I get that bike, I will win everything. And finally, one day I get that bike, and it was, I never forget the day when they fooled me. Hey, you can be a Suzuki factory rider. I was jumping nearly to the top of my house. So
yeah, very happy.
Yeah, so happy. It was so easy, and so big story when I go first time to Suzuki to Japan, but so bad together. And like 20 Japanese around me. I never have that before. And I jump on that bike. I open that throttle and I go complete the first start. I go complete backwards on the bike because everything was so light, and I never forget. I go training. I have to come back because nearly every corner I was stopped because the brake was so good and braking, etc. Yeah, that was the best bike for me.
That was the best bike. Cool. I've got a David Lawson here. He's wrote, David Lawson has put, I remember you inviting us to come to your house in 2003. To this day, it remains an incredible experience to see the amazing trophies, bikes, and your favorite Steve McQueen leather jacket.
Yeah. Yeah, that Davey, he already sent me some email, but it's also so long time ago, because I have all the bikes from Stefan. When he win the championship, I get them in my house. I keep them for him because he was not at home or not in Belgium, and all the trophies, many of trophies of them, and I have so many bikes. I don't only the winning bikes. I have my bike. I have only one bike, my Poek bike, and then I have Stefan bikes and trophies. I have my trophies for myself, so it was full of trophies. And there's the jacket from Steve McQueen. I was in 1970 in USA met de Poeg 125 making. Joel Robert was making a bike, and Dallas man, Dallas man, he was an English friend of Joel Robert. He made the frame for that Poeg, the frame, and Joel Robert, he put that Poeg engine in, and that bike I was riding. And I got it one day in Belgium, first day on a Saturday, in the Eastern Trophy. I win that race direct with that bike, because every Saturday, Sunday I win the race, and then after Joel Robert, he make organization with Poeg that I can go to USA for 8 races. I win 7 from the 8 races, and in the training, someday we were training, and Steve McQueen was there, and I never forget to say, "Oh, Steve McQueen, look on the helmet," and he said, "Hey guys, you want to make a photo?" So we make a photo together, etc. That was nice.
Yeah, I see the picture on your Facebook. It's very cool.
You see?
I see the picture of him with you on your Facebook. It was very good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Right, I've got another question from another fan, Wes Carlisle. He's put, "Hi, Harry. Who was the better rider, Stefan or Ricky Carmichael?"
Yeah, but that... Look, you have US. No problem. You have US. You have an America race. You have an Europa race, and difficult to say. When Ricky Carmichael was here, Motocross Nation, some races is different than a total season. Total season, and I think when that you cannot say who was the best, because the riding never together for 5, 6 months or 7 months. For one race, you cannot decide who is the best. But when you see Ricky Carmichael riding still today, when I see some videos, he was a very good rider. And Stefan was also a very good rider, so difficult to say.
Yeah, very difficult. Someone's put on here, Davey Suzuki has put, "Harry, do you think Suzuki will ever go back to the MXGP? We had some great young riders."
Yeah. In 1983, it was the same thing like now happened. Met me in 83 when the Suzuki stopped, so the coming back after I think it was 89, yeah. There's an 89 coming back, so they lose already 5 years on that bike, development and etc. And I think one day, maybe now in this moment, it's more difficult because of that Corona and all the crisis now. I don't know, because Suzuki bring now a new bike, and still you have the old system. You have still not the starter on, electric starter. And maybe they come back, but I don't know. I think when they coming back, they still maybe have still today they have a very good bike, but
yeah, you never know.
I think a good rider when he coming back, you put also a good rider on direct.
Exactly.
And who will believe in that day, in that bike, and that year? Good rider. So hopefully coming back will be better for the sport.
Yeah, hopefully. Did you ever have a favorite race number that you ever rode with that you really?
Yeah. My favorite race number was when I have number 3. Number 3,
okay.
I won a Grand Prix. So my first 12 Grand Prix, I won a number 3. Because at that time when you are world champion, you have not number 1. We have number. I have some many times number 3. And when I have number 3, I was because alphabetics you have Austria, Belgium, and so on. And when because Austrian riders was not so much in the motocross, and that not everywhere in the Grand Prix. So the Belgian were with many, and when I have number 3, I was. Now I win the Grand Prix, and I win the Grand Prix. I won 12 times, but number 3, I won the Grand Prix.
Number 3, very interesting.
Number 3 at that time. After, when I have no number 3, also win.
It's nice to have the number 1, I suppose, as well.
No, I was riding number 1. I don't know what year. I look in. I think. I see one shirt here. That was
80, 81, 80,
yeah,
81.
I see one shirt in the front of me. It was 80.
Yeah.
80.
Very, very nice.
80, yeah.
Right, I've got another question here. Harry, Stefan and yourself had your own riding styles. Do you think Liam has a bit of both of you? And do you think Liam will be world champion as well?
I hope he will be world champion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
we have a different style. Huh? Stefan riding style is completely different than what I have, and but Liam is very close to Stefan's style. When I see him riding, sometimes he have many things same, and he have also some things what I have before. But maybe when I see Liam riding, I see him also last race when he had the accident, but that was bad luck because he had a mechanical problem. Not that he make not a stupid mistake. He was really a mechanical problem. We know the problem. Yeah. And when I see him riding, then I think he looks much like Stefan. You see him riding and you think he's not fast, and you think the Cronin is fast because he's always on the good. He's always on the good power.
Yeah, smooth.
Riding and that power where you have to ride, because in the 125 sometimes we have to tell him, hey, you have to go more you have to go more RPM because it's not like the bike is not strong enough like he's riding. But in the future will be very good.
Yeah, super
four-stroke rider normal in the future. So we have to see. I hope he will be one day a champion, a big champion. I hope.
Okay, someone's got another question. Harry, if you were to pick Motocross the Nation's dream team of Belgian riders, who would you pick and why?
No. And this moment.
He's basically put, who would you pick 3 riders for Belgium, a dream team from all the eras? 3 riders. 3 riders. A lot of good Belgian riders.
And the moment?
In total.
On total?
Yeah. Wow.
Oh. Stefan?
Yeah.
Stefan will be there. Another 2. Cool. Jesus Maria, João Robert.
João Robert, yeah.
Then the next one can be me.
You be on the 125?
I am very good at the 125.
Yeah.
Also on the big machine, no problem.
Yeah.
But Joel, when I see the style and he have like Joel, I never forget Joel when he has so good style, man. In the mod, when Wayne was not also Roger, Roger de Costa was also so good everywhere. But
difficult question.
Yeah, the third one difficult.
Difficult, yeah. Very nightmare. There's so many, isn't there? Good balls. It just goes on and on and on.
Erik also. André Malherbe. André was also a very, very good rider. Yeah.
Very good, very good. Thanks to Gareth Edwards for his question.
You have so many guys over here. But Joel Robert is one of the guys. He have special. He was, Joel Robert. He never break nothing in his life. Motocross, nothing.
It's mad, isn't it?
No one finger, break. Nobody believe. I never forget when we were together and we were talking. Say Joel, because I know Joel. He told me before. He never was in the hospital for some problem in motocross. So he was lucky.
Someone's asked me to ask you, Lee, can you ask Harry what his favourite English racer is?
English racer?
Who's your favourite, yeah?
Oh, Mamma mia. I never forget Dave, Torp.
Yeah, Dave Thorpe.
Torp was a special on the bike. He was always so high in the bike. Wow. And then I never forget my time. Neil Hudson.
Neil Hudson,
Neil Hudson, he was a rider. He was not moving on the bike. You not hear him riding, and he can make you so nervous because he was riding like nobody see him or nobody know him, but he always coming more closer and closer. He can make you so nervous, and he was total no spectacular,
Yeah.
just riding, but he was so fast. You know, there's a guy always because we're riding together, and he make me sometimes nervous because he was so slow, but no spectacular.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Slipping in there, slipping in quietly.
Yeah, then you have Graham Noyce, huh?
Graham Noyce, yeah, another legend, yeah.
Yeah, but Dave was one of the guys. Watson was in the time when he was in Stefan's time, just in the beginning.
Yeah.
Also, Watson was so good on the bike. I actually get named some other guys, but that guys I remember so good. I remember Paul Mailing.
Paul Mailing, yeah, great rider.
Together with Tortelli, he was also fast. And then that's where I see him riding.
Brilliant. Yes. Was there, Harry, were there any tracks that you didn't enjoy racing? Was there tracks that you didn't like?
Oh, didn't like. You know, when I go to Dutch, in the beginning when we got riding in Dutch, I was always in the forest. And that I don't like that near to the trees, so that was a little bit what I don't like. But for the rest, everything what was coming was okay. Yeah. But with the trees around me, you know, like in so high speed always in Holland. And that was things what I don't like. Okay, anyway, when you go to Namur, it's also the big, but it's a complete different track, so there's complete different.
Yeah. Okay, next question. I got another fans question here. David Smith. Hi Lee, can you ask Harry about the Veterans Old Timers race? It was in Namur, a race at the same day as the 500 GP. I remember Roger da Costa leading most of the race, but Harry came through to beat him towards the end. It was great to watch. Do you remember that, Harry?
That was great, huh? Yeah. It was a good race, but that was not only the first race when riding with Roger together, because we have more races together where I won the races in Belgium, not only that Namur. But but it was okay. You know, was special. I don't know why it was special, but like I say, we are riding so many races together. I have 1 year from 42 races, I won 37 races for the 42 in 1 year. So it was 250, 125 of 500. It was not a problem. I just go and I won the race. So when I win from Roger or I win from Joel Robert or from another guy, was for me, I just riding for my first to win.
Someone's put, Lee, can you ask Harry what his favourite English track was?
Favorite English track? Oh. Favorite, yeah. I won, not favorite. I was not so much riding in England. Yeah. You know, for myself or no? You know, when I go now, watch, and I go where we go every year that the race we go, the first race. Every year we go.
Matterley?
No, that one is a good one, and also the in the winter, you know, February, March, Hoogstone Park.
Oh, Hoogstone Park Sand, yeah.
There.
You remember that? Yeah, you remember that? Yeah.
Yeah. And then Matterley Basin, of course, it's a so nice track to watch everything, and but for myself.
For yourself, yeah.
Like Hoogstone Park. I like that track for myself. One of also when Stefan won the Motocross the Nation, what was that with the mod?
Yeah,
it was a very nice track.
No, very. I remember.
We have Grand Prix before. We have Grand Prix before. Yes, you know, so also from the old tracks. You know, Ricky Carmichael was so bad in that days in mod. You cannot. I don't know the name. Yeah, Stefan was the upper was so difficult. You not remember anymore?
Just trying to think where the tracks. Obviously, you would have
So
rode.
everybody was and the Opel was crashing, and he was on the bottom, and he looked upstairs, and he passed everybody. Vauxhall.
Fox Hill, yeah. That's my hometown.
That's also very nice.
Fox Hill, yeah, in the wet.
Yeah,
Very wet, very wet.
that was
Yeah.
like that place. You have to come back for Grand Prix.
Yeah, I'd love to. That'd be great.
That was something. That when it was the is good, when it's rain will be something special. So that was real motocross.
Yeah. Real motocross, yeah. It's literally 5 minutes from my house, Fox Hill, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, very cool, yeah. I got a question for you. Did you have a favourite racing gear that you wore over the years? Was there a favourite make of racing gear that you wore that you liked?
No, not special, no.
Not really?
No, really no. At that time when we were young, when we get something, we put it on, and no, not so special, no.
Okay. Did you used to have any superstitions, Harry?
What?
Superstitions? Did you used to have any superstitions, where you had to do certain things on race day to be ready to race?
I do like
Old pair of pants or some lucky pants or
oh no. I have always a sticker,
sticker.
like a sticker. I go like more times I go from my home to one place. It was 42 kilometers. I walk to that place to pray.
Yeah, to pray. Right, okay.
And till today I go, but now I not walk anymore. Now I go by my car. I'm pension. and I have always a sticker, a sticker from that place.
Yeah.
And when I go to with Suzuki, I put it on my tank, in the front. And the Japanese say, "Hey, what is that?" The Japanese say, "What is that?" No. But it was not a nice sticker. Say, no, not possible. So I put it under my seat always.
Hid it.
Yeah, I have to go every time before I go to Grand Prix. I go to the place, and then I think that brings me some luck, but sometimes also not.
Oh, that's very interesting. Interesting. Did you have any big injuries during your career that you feel held you back from even achieving even more?
Yeah, I have a big accident in my left hand. I broke in Slovenia.
Mm-hmm.
I was leading the Grand Prix, and we have a big uphill. And there was a lap rider, and Akira Watanabe, he was so close behind. And the lap rider, he looked to the right, and he go to the left, and I was coming on the inside, and I crashed down like 15, 20 meters deep in a big hole, and I have a very big accident.
Did it?
I was like, three Grand Prix out.
Was it?
And I was 2 Grand Prix out, and I won the World Championship and the last Grand Prix with 1 point.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a serious accident.
Yeah.
I won the World Championship with 1 point unless the final race.
Wow.
So I have the accident. They bring me the night back to Belgium to make operation, and he put my hand complete in the other side in the gips, like this side, and you can see still it's not so nice my hand, you see.
Oh yeah, wow.
And that from that accident, and
was that?
So he put me in the gips. Is that correct? In the plaster, like this side. So after 3 weeks, I can come out of the gips, and so I have to train this position, because when you jump, I have no problem anymore. So
wow.
I start riding in Montevarchi in Italy, and it takes some points, but not so good. But every time I come closer and closer, and so 2 Grand Prix I was out, and the final I won with 1 point.
Wow.
Yeah, that was
brilliant.
Yeah, it was very hard.
Yeah,
that was a big accident. And then I have another one in 1984.
1985, yeah.
Yeah, 1984 when Suzuki stopped, and finally I got on a factory bike from Husqvarna. and we were go testing and the swing arm break. You know, the swing arm.
Did it?
Yeah, break down and have a big crash. And yeah, after that, my career was finished. I was 8 months out.
What was it?
I do some race after, yeah, for fun, not for fun, because I want to be always in that group, you know, for the motocross.
Yeah.
It's my life. And
Yeah.
yeah,
What did you hurt? What did you hurt?
You know, I bought him at polio. I bought him at polio.
Ah, right, okay.
So I bought him at polio. I was like 6 years old. Then I walked my first time. You know, with kid work for, 1 year. So I have so many operations, and I have my left leg is like 3 centimeters more shorter. I have a small foot. I have only one side at 41, another side 43, and I have no muscle in this leg. Nothing, zero.
Oh, yeah.
No, because it was very difficult when I was young, because in the school, you know, everybody was laughing at me, and he made the, bad was of that, so it was bad. And that leg I break with the swing arm, and yeah, that was, like I say, 8 months I was out, so it was finished.
So you had an amazing career considering that problems you had.
Yeah, my problem was when I was born, like I say, I had polio. My feet was, when normal feet is like that, mine was complete like this side to the inside. And, I have so many operations in that time. And I have to stay in the hospital. And when I'm coming back home, my mom have to put something with screws, and that makes some pain. And so I have to sleep, so that my foot coming always back, like a little bit back. So, and I was like 6 years old when I woke. I was always jumping on one leg, like jumping one leg, and yeah, it was not so nice, because the people was always laughing at me, and still when I was older, I never have a short pants on, always long, because I not want the people see that I have a problem.
Yeah, cover.
And then when I go to train to the race, hey Harry, what you have? Because I cannot walk like I always walk a little bit like one leg more slower than another one. So I say I crash my training. I never want to say what I have.
Yeah.
Because I think he always make a joke with me, so it was difficult for me, especially in the school. It was bad.
Yeah.
When I was young.
You had an amazing career, so you certainly showed everyone how to do it. That's for sure.
Was not so nice.
Nah.
But it's like it is, yeah.
Is there any other sports you like watching? Any other sports you enjoy watching?
Yeah, I when we are free, Formula One or road racing, that I like. Football games, but the good one, World Championship, not the local things. Yeah, local when I was young, yes, but at the moment, no. More road racing and Formula One.
Okay.
Not so much anymore, because the Formula One is always the same winning.
Yeah, a bit boring.
the English guy.
Lewis Hamilton, yeah.
Yeah, Hamilton, yeah. Lewis.
Yeah. Did you have a favourite track, Harry? Any favourite tracks in the GP days?
My favorite track in normal and total is Namur.
Namur, yeah.
In total, yes. Namur is one of the most nice track I know from everywhere.
Yeah.
And then that is the number one, because you have 2-3 tracks in one track, because it's so big, so long, so different. You can have you're coming in the asphalt, you're coming in, you have everything, rocks, stones. Yeah, it was nice.
Is there go on, carry on.
Sorry?
Carry on, yeah, sorry.
No, and Namur, and then like the old trucks, but you never see them anymore, like Swiss trucks. Like in Switzerland, we have Payerne, or you have Polen before, and but we don't see them anymore, because now with the new system, with the huge stream is completely different than before.
Yeah. Is there a most memorable race for you that still sticks in your memory today? Is there a favorite race that you remember that still remember?
Yeah, we have a very good race in all in Belgium Roger. That day we have the 125 race, 250 and 500 class. And Roger was riding 125, and we were riding like 30 minutes wheel and wheel. So that was a very good race. Also, Roger say sometimes he said that was so good race when we were together. Till the last, from the first meter till the last wheel and not possible to pass it. Yes,
Together.
no, it's so close, and that was a very good race.
Very exciting. Yeah.
We are in Belgium, but we have, like I say, we have so many good races also, like met Akira, met Michele Rinaldi, especially Michele in the hard tracks. He was so fast, but there was not so deep holes, flat, hard. He was so fast, and I was not so good in that things. And for my time practice, I go always behind Rinaldi because he was the best guy to make the best lap time. But he always stop. He don't like that, but I stop also. So he have to go one time. And I stay behind, and he allez, go. He say no. I say nothing. I just wait. And when he go on the gas, and then I have a good, I have not the first, but he bring me in the top 10 easy.
Yeah.
By myself, I cannot do it on the hard out, but sometimes you need it for a good start position. And then I was going behind me, Kelly.
Good tactics there. I've got a question here from someone you know, Scott Gardner. He's put, when I used to go to Belgium, Harry used to let me stay at his house, use his workshop, and tell me great racing stories, and even make me breakfast. He is a great ambassador for motocross.
I know Scott. I think I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Scott. Yeah, I think because it's so long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He stay sometimes here. Yes.
Good memories.
Yeah. I never hear from him, and sometimes I think about him, and always hear in your program. That's good. Big hello from me, yo.
Yeah, good hello to Scott there. Did you have any close friends back in your racing days, Harry, around the paddock? Did you have any close friends with the racers at all?
Everybody was a friend of me.
Yeah.
Till today, eh?
Yeah.
Some of them.
Yeah.
No, I have friends, yes. Yeah.
Did you, after your racing days, when you retired from racing, what did you do yourself since then?
When I stopped,
Mm-hmm.
Stefan was coming, eh? Stefan was training with Stefan and go to the race, eh? But I was 85, I stopped, I think, 85, something 85. Like that.
Yeah.
And then I go do Paris-Dakar,
Okay.
11 days, because I break my foot 11 days. After 11 days, I was the third rider in the Honda Drum team in Holland.
Yeah.
And I was like a third rider, and I was riding 11 days, and that was that. After that, I do this, and then I do some international races, French and somewhere. No, Paris-Dakar was my last one. Yeah, that was the last. Then I stopped complete. And then after Stefan was already, was in 87, so Stefan was already training and riding. I do the race with Stefan.
Yeah.
Too late.
Do you have any regrets from your racing career, Harry?
I have what?
Did you have any regrets at all? Regrets?
What's that?
Something you wish you had changed, done something different? Is there something?
No.
No,
I want to do same.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean, huh? The motocross.
Yeah. So, as in, like, was there a race team that you wish you hadn't have raced for, or a bike you didn't like, you wish you hadn't, something like that?
No, I want to go to Honda team
Mm-hmm.
in
Honda,
80. or 83.
Mm-hmm.
But that day I broke my collarbone, the two at one time in St. Antonius.
Yep.
And yeah, that was there I want to go. And that was it.
Yeah.
No special things.
Can you tell us any funny stories from your racing days?
Oh, funny. Oh, Jesus Maria. Yeah, you cannot believe what yes. San Marino. I have one for San Marino.
Go
San
on,
Marino,
yeah.
Italy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shall I tell it?
Yeah. Tell it, Harry.
No, San Marino. You know, when it was so hot,
Yeah.
and I was riding for first position. You know, so, with Kalkris, Malarab, Noise, and the other guys in that time, and. I was very good, and when I'm good, I cannot sleep. So nervous, nervous. And that day it was so hot, and it was Saturday, and the training was so good. I feel I can win. Like at the mall, I can win because it was in a hard track. San Marino is not my special things, but I was so good. I was on the water cooler, that new bike, and I feel so good on the bike. I said I can win the Grand Prix tomorrow. By myself, I can win it because I feel good, etc. And on Saturday night, I cannot sleep. I say I was in the camper, and I like to stay in the camper. I not like to go to a hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And I say to my wife at that time, I go for a shower. Like 11 o'clock something.
Mm-hmm.
And then I hear some noise in the Honda tent. The Honda from Cam Nuis and Malark, and the mechanics. And you are drinking. Hey, Harry, you want to have a whiskey? Say, maybe good. No, a wine. Say, that's good. Maybe then can I sleep direct? I say, one is okay. And I drink the wine, and you want? We have no wine. One more? Yeah. Whiskey. Say, yeah, it's okay. And he put me, because he have no glass. He put it in a carton, glass, not a glass. Like carton, like paper. But I have to drink it direct. And then one more. So I fall asleep in the tent from Honda. He let me in the tent, and in the morning, like 6 o'clock, hey, Harry, you have to go out. You have to go because the Japanese were coming. You have to go to the tent. I go to the camper. I was still drunk. Because, I was still drunk. I go to my camper and I have a big fight with my wife, and then I say, where you are? Didn't I say, I wake up like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. We have to wake up. I go to the training. I don't know. I was still drunk, and I want to go left inside to the trainings, the training, because we have to go straight. And then everybody was talking, hey, Harry, you was so drunk last night and didn't that. And first heat coming, I was fighting for the first position. Like I was thinking, I was still, I was still okay, but my drunk was already finished because I drink so much water that I couldn't clean again. And the first race, I have to lie, I was second. And we have a battle, me with Kalkris, I think, Jacques Bruno and me, and André Malarep, and I was behind, and Jacques Bruno, he said to André, yeah, pass, like easy, and I cannot pass. I was so pissed off. I go to Jacques, you will never drive a Suzuki anymore. So, it's just for, and that was a little bit like, I cannot lose. So the second heat, I was in the podium, like, think 2 or 3 in total. That was not fair and happened, but that was the story from before. So have a good day. And then the next thing, we have the Grand Prix in St. Antonius. So we have to sign the contract by Honda, normal. And I not speak to nobody. Nobody know. Only me and my wife. We know that I have to sign the new contract. So it's St. Antonius, because I can still have 3 positions. And St. Antonius was a sand track, so we go to St. Antonius, and I feel good. And in the start, I break my 2 collarbones. It was a big crash. Yeah, so everything was finished. So I go home to the doctor, and say, oh, I forgot to sign my contract. Oh, no problem. I will phone to Belgium because the HRC Honda was in Belgium and Aalst. And I phoned to Aalst, and then the guy said, yeah, but you was not coming. We give the contract to another guy. And then they give the contract to another rider. So I was out.
Ah, did they?
And then coming Suzuki to my home, or say, no problem, I will stay with Suzuki. And then Suzuki say, we stop motocross.
No.
Whoa. It was like a hammer, no?
Yeah.
And, Jesus Maria, what happened now? Eh? And then I go to Husky. That was the only thing that stay open. So I go to Husky, and then have the big accident at the Husky bag. Yeah.
Wow.
And that was finished. Career was like finished. Not so good.
No. Wow.
No, it's like
yeah, I didn't know that. Okay, I got another question here for you from an Anthony Mitchell. He's put, Harry, which riders did you race in the Belgian National Championship did you find hardest to beat in Belgium?
Oh, in Belgium we rijden met Gaston Rayet, Joël Robert, Sauvé, de Boers. Erik was, in my time, was more that riders, and that was the Belgian Championship because you were riding 250. And that was like Gaston was my concurrent in the 250 in Belgium. I was in the Pook, and Gaston was on the Suzuki. And we have always nice races, good races. Chocolate Laquet also sometimes. And then we have a normal international race in Belgium. We have André Mallet, Roger de Coster, some other riders extra, and that was good.
Very strong.
Strong race, good race.
Strong race, very good. Got another question here from Ben Davis. He's put, Harry, a lot has been mentioned from Stefan that you were quite hard on him as a youngster, and you both didn't get on too well at times, but the pressure resulting in obviously his greatest MX rider of all time. Did your father push you too hard to succeed? And is it hard to stop the pressure on Liam when his granddad and dad have 14 world titles?
Yeah. You know, when I was hard. Okay, when I was hard with Stefan, but I was hard with Stefan. We have to say I was hard with Stefan. Yeah, when he make a mistake, I tell him that you have to do it like that. I think, but also on the other side, Stefan say, "Yeah, Papa, I want to do it like that." Say, "Okay, do it." One is that better is better, one not is not better. But we have many times discussion. Yeah, big discussion. I never forget. We go one day to Honda Park to today that track. It was so much raining and rain and rain and mud because I also work at Stefan's bike in that time and the Suzuki 125 because I make like day and night work because you do everything for your son. And we go training and we go to Honda Park. Kurt Nico was coming. He go home. George B. He go home. Everybody go home. They say, "Hey, Harry, you're crazy. You're crazy. Okay, yeah, good. I'm crazy." Stefan was training, but we have 2 weeks later. We have the Grand Prix in Valkenswaard. 2 weeks later, and it was raining already 1 week, and he have to train. We go training, you know. 2 weeks later, Stefan won the Grand Prix with one leg in Valkenswaard, not with two. It was so easy riding because all of the trainings, okay.
Training, yeah.
Is it harder? Is it not harder? It's like that. Otherwise, you cannot win. Yeah, sometimes when I say we have to say in my dialect, I don't know how to say dialect. At home, I say it not like nice. I say like you're not like. I cannot say, "Oh, you are so good" or "You are so bad." No, it must be out. It's coming out like I think. It was not bad. I want to be that he was the best. When Stefan was on the podium, nobody have to know he is on the podium because he have to do it. Okay, and you need somebody behind you to do sometimes a good work to motivate you. And I tell you something. We have 1991 Stefan Suzuki 125. I never forget.
Yeah.
I tell it 1,000 times to my friends. We go to the Grand Prix in Hungary. Stefan won the first Grand Prix in Hungary. Okay. We have 5 Grand Prix non-stop behind 5. Stefan won the first Grand Prix. We have to go next week to Swiss. Stefan go home. He fly with mama to Swiss. He won the Grand Prix in Swiss. The third one was in Belgium. He won the Grand Prix. He was lucky because I can already see Stefan coming a little bit down again. Not same like he was. You know, mental, everything.
Mental, yeah.
And Pedro Tractor, at that time, he crashed or he break the bike and Stefan won the Grand Prix again. So he won 3 Grand Prix. Then we have to go to the Grand Prix in England, 4. And then we have Ireland. And I want to see in Belgium, I say, he won the Grand Prix, but he was lucky to win. You know, luck. Sometimes you have to be lucky. Say, Jesus, but we cannot go training because we have to travel non-stop. And I was always training with him. So we go to England 1 week later. He was 188. I see it was so bad. I say, no good. That day was so bad. And then I tell him, say, Stefan, no problem. We go now to Ireland. We go training this week. 1 heat you will win. And the other heat we will see what happens. Okay, we go to Ireland. Like I think and like we say, he won 1 heat and 1 heat bad. Say, okay, now we go home. We have 3-4 weeks time or more. I think it was 1 month or something like that.
Yeah.
Say, okay, we go to Belgium and good. We go training. Say, okay, Tuesday 1 o'clock Lommel. 1 o'clock. Okay, Papa, I will be there 1 o'clock. He say 1 o'clock is 1 o'clock. He coming 1 o'clock. I never forget. It was 30-35 degrees hot, and I was in a small van, you know, like a jeep. He put
Very hot.
You know, I said, "Well, I put me." I say, "Oh, 2 times 40 minutes." Say, no. Oh no! First he say, "Papa, no other riders training here, no other good ones." Say, yeah, but he will be never world champion because they go swimming today because it's so nice weather. Say, he will be never world champion. Yeah, that's correct. Say 2 times 40 minutes. Say, no. Say 2 times 20 minutes today. Because he was already down. So to bring him back up, because we have 3-4 weeks time to be, the next one was Guatemala or Brazil, and it was Guatemala, Brazil. Yeah, so it was like that. And, oh yeah, so yeah, 20 minutes. And I never forget in the corner, say, oh, long still. You have to do 1 or 2 laps. So after 20 minutes, he was already tired because so heavy the truck. So next training, 1 training more like that. Second tomorrow we're coming back. Only 20 minutes. Say in 3 weeks he will beat everybody. So and then they go up to 25 to 30, 35, and then and the final say, Papa, I will win all the Grand Prix now. So and he won.
So it's basically putting the hard work in, the dedication.
Work. Yeah. But you know, when we go training sometimes, like you say, that question before that I was so hard. We have one day we were training here and he made a big crash, he made a crash, he was bleeding. And say, I don't know what is this. I only know it's broken. He look, say, hey, he go training. He was so fast, I am afraid when I see him riding, you know. But after we coming home, Stefan to Mama, Papa, they're crazy. I think he say like that. Maybe he thought I was a little bit out of control, but I was not out of control. And then I have a big discussion with my wife at that time. Because you were crazy and didn't that. So I'm always crazy, I know. Maybe till today, but okay.
So obviously, did you ever think, even though you did this great training and obviously the commitment and everything you guys put into it, did you ever dream that you know, yourself winning 4 world championships and then Stefan winning 10 as well? Did you ever imagine that?
No, I never think that before. No, that years. You know, when Stefan was a young kid, you know, like 14, 15, I say already, like maybe for stupid fun or so, say he will win the world championship. He won also, but sometimes I know. You know, Stefan, when he was coming to 50 Grand Prix with João Ribeiro, 50 or 60, I don't know anymore. say, I cannot believe that. And always more and more and more and more.
Mm.
And then yeah, he have 100. He have 101. He stopped. He can do easy 1 year more and he win more Grand Prix. That I know 100%. But Stefan, he stopped like a big champion. He stopped like a big champ. He was world champion and he stopped.
Yeah.
He can win more Grand Prix because he still have it. And he say, no, I don't want anymore. Say, yeah, better than not. When you don't want, we cannot push behind because this is like him life, Stefan's life.
Yeah.
So yeah, I also think sometimes he can have maybe 110 Grand Prix win. That is always like that something. Same like me, I can have 5 or 6 world championships win normally when everything was
Going well, yeah.
I never think that he was good, that I know, but that he was winning so many, no. No way.
Do you guys all make sure that Liam does the hard work?
Here, when I see that now met hoe Stefan doet met Liam, dus in a good way.
Yeah.
I see sometimes already discussion that I think, hey, but I was the same before. But Stefan also say with him, it looks like a little bit like me now.
Yeah, yeah.
You have to be a little bit like that. It's not that, you know, you be hard on the day of on the track, but it's, yeah, we are winners.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I go do veteran race, I do some veteran race. I will always want to win. You know, I coming on the gate and I want to have a whole shot.
Yeah.
Still, you
Still
know,
there, yeah.
sometimes I think I can do, you know, but it's not possible anymore because my
Yeah.
it is too slow. But my mind thinks, yeah, I can do it, but it's not anymore possible.
Yeah. It's instilled in you.
It's still in, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now when I see Stefan do my Liam, okay, so I say to Liam also, Papa is correct what he say. Sometimes you don't like it, but it's like that.
Yeah.
I never forget, you know, Grant Langston.
Yeah, yeah, Grant Langston, yeah.
He coming here when he was 15 years in my home here. He never see snow, he never know nothing. He have nothing. And I forget the Papa is dead. We have one Grand Prix because we pick him up because I have a team before with Kawasaki 125. And he riding on our team like a young boy. And it was one Grand Prix and he finished like 8th the first heat and he was so bad, very bad riding. And Steve Ramon, he was also in the team. He was normal the guy who could win. And Grandi was so bad riding, so bad. And he finished the first heat and he come in the tent and the Papa say, sit down to Grant, sit down. And he looked like he always looked till today. He say, what did he say? And he sit down and then he say, you are riding like you know, like a South African, you know, second hand, something like that. And when you the second heat not be on the gas, you go back to South Africa and you go working with the other people there.
Yeah, yeah.
And you look, the second heat he was riding for the first position, the board. So
brilliant.
And then I go to Grant and say, Papa is correct, your dad is correct with this, because he was not on the gas. He was just riding, not attack, nothing. Yeah, that's no good. Then you have to tell the rider.
He did very well. He did very well.
I have one day, we have a Grand Prix with Stefan, and in Italy, and he lose the Grand Prix 1 year before the same place. And I say, Stefan, you remember last year, you lose the Grand Prix and that corner, eh? Yeah. I know. So the day coming, and he lose the Grand Prix again. Oh, I was crazy. I go to the the podium, and I already was divorced. I was divorced with my wife, and I was crazy to Stefan say, you stupid, and that. And I don't go to the camper anymore. Say, I don't go. And then I think 1 hour later, my ex-wife coming, Mama van Stefan, come say, oh, you have to go to Stefan. say, go to Stefan. They say, Papa, I'm 7 times world champ. You're always screaming like an idiot, you know, like we talk together, nobody here. I like crazy and blah blah. It's never good and this and that. I say, yes, correct. I say, after I go home, I say, yeah, he's correct. I say, I'm crazy. I say, you win already 7 times world champ, and I'm still like you start riding motocross. So, you know what I did? I go to the doctor. Say, doctor, you can give me a medicament, but I go in
yeah, calm down.
You know, we have the Grand Prix in Austria. Some weeks later.
Yeah.
I give you something. You have to take it 1 hour before or 30 minutes before. When you start, you have to take one medicament, and then you come in calm. So no problem. We go to Austria. I buy that medicaments. What the doctor give me the paper. So we go to Austria. I take the medicament.
Yeah.
I go somewhere, and big mountain. I sitting in the field someplace, no action. And so wij geboorts komen, I say, hey Harry, what happened? Because I sit somewhere not possible. So yeah, I'm looking to the motocross. You know, total KO. You know, no, I go home. Yeah, nobody knows that, but I was so calm. And then after some weeks later, say Stefan, hey Papa, you say nothing anymore.
Yeah.
He told me, he said, you say nothing anymore. So I say, oh, say what do you say? Huh? Maybe he need that sometimes, you know.
Yeah. Maybe he needed it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but that's what I think sometimes. But anyway, he was so super great.
That's a good story. Obviously, you represented Team Belgium and you won the Motocross the Nations a couple of times yourself. What are your memories of the Motocross the Nations and winning it with Belgium? What did that mean to you?
Oh, we win. Sometimes 2 times I think I was in winning.
2 times, yeah. Is it 76 and 79?
Yeah, I think 76 in Brazil, no French. I don't know 100%. 79. Ja, but is it you selection in the team, and yeah, you're a good rider when you make a selection. Is already something special, and
yeah.
We won, and we have the golden medal, or what is, and that is it. Yeah, it was special. We have a party after nice the race. Total. Yeah, difficult to say. After I don't know. Special, yes, special is different. No, normal. I know you cannot believe. I won 2 times together. I also won individual in Finland. I think I won individual the race.
Yeah.
Race I won individual.
Yeah.
And the end is in that time we were 4 riders. I think it was 4 riders in that.
4 riders, okay, yeah.
Riders, yeah. But it's completely different than when you're riding private.
For yourself, yeah.
For yourself. Now it's with a team. When you lose, you lose because this or that. And till today, Motocross the Nation, I don't like to go to that place. Yeah. I go the last time in Motocross the Nation Thuisentaal. I wake up in the morning, Sunday morning, and I come home. Say, go home. Really? Nobody know that. And they say, Stefan, I phone Stefan because I was watching the television, and I say everything what I see in the television. And they say, oh yeah, it was a good race. I say, yeah, did that. They say, but I am home. You cannot believe. The Motocross
not keen on that.
Is special. Yeah, is 100% special because you have 4 together or with 3 together now. Now it's with 3, I think. And then when you win for the country, and you have ceremony, and that is it.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
No, they say, hey, why you not come? Say, no, it's completely different. Motocross the Nation is. I also don't like it. Motocross the Nation for me was. I always say for myself, not for everybody. It's not fair in total.
Yeah.
The Belgian guys, for example, America coming to Belgium to race, win the race. Win the race and we take a Namur, we take a race, Namur. From the Belgium or from number one.
Yeah.
We Belgium guys or Holland or some small countries, you have to take 3 riders from a small country. In US, you have always 3 good riders.
Yeah.
Always. Never, not possible to get a bad rider.
Yeah.
It's correct, in total.
Yeah. Big
This
country, yeah.
not fair in total, the motocross nation. Plus, the more them do that now, they can have the bike like they're riding in US. And here the guys have to ride the bike in Europe.
Yeah.
They can use, they can take all the special things what not possible is in Europe. But the motocross nation, hey, you can do it. It's not fair.
Yeah.
If you go to the US, you have to you know like KTM or the bikes are making for Europe petrol. You go to US, you cannot make the bike completely different because it's so expensive. You say no, we let them like that because the US riders are no concurrence. Also when they're winning, not concurrence.
Yeah.
But it's not fair in total.
Very interesting.
It's not. I think it's not fair.
Yeah.
But they have to take the motocross nation. They have to take 20 American riders and 20 European riders. Then we will see who win.
You'd like that then?
That is what I think.
Yeah. Interesting.
It's my opinion.
Harry, was there any riders that you didn't really like racing with? It didn't get on too well. Was there any riders that you didn't particularly enjoy racing with?
No.
No? There was none?
No. I understand. No. For me, was Samuel was riding. I have some young. I remember one rider was a difficult guy to pass him, but was.
Yeah.
I see him not so much because he can close the door like very bad,
Yeah.
It was always fair. The riders.
Yeah, respect.
Yeah, that was not like I also today I not see so many things like the Grand Prix riders now together is sometimes maybe like that or a small pass not fair, but that's motocross. Will kick you out that you not see.
No, you don't see that. If you had to give some advice to a young rider that wanted to become a world championship rider, what advice would you give to a youngster?
God. And the moment, okay, we take we when you take everything like everything going normal, it's normal. Yeah, it's a hard sport, motocross.
Yeah,
very hard.
Very, yeah.
Yeah, it's training, yes. When difficult to say, yeah. You have to do everything for that. Still from young, you can see from young boys, you have it or you not have it.
Yeah.
When you have it, you see a young kid from 14, 15 when he's always 13 years, like it's okay. It's now, for example, Leon. It's okay. It's now the son of my son, but when I see what he do, that is the normal way. Always with the motocross. I hope it will stay like that. Non-stop focus. I do running. You have to do running. You have to do training. You have to do many things. You have to say, oh, I not do this, and I will do everything to be a big rider. But when I think back for myself, we have nothing at home. I was the oldest for 9 children. Okay. I was the oldest for 9 children. We have no money. I never forget when my father was a baker. Baker, baking bread. And Cedric,
Baker, yeah, Baker, yeah.
so bad luck. He had a very big accident. He was 6 weeks out of working, and I was the oldest for 9 children. So, but I was here in my head. I will be a world champion.
Yeah.
In my head.
Yeah.
And I think till today, when somebody want to be a good doctor or football player or say what happened or this job what you do, but you not stay behind non-stop that working.
Yeah.
Then it's nothing.
Yeah.
And also when you are young already, when I was a young kid from 12 years old, I want to be a champion, but I don't tell it to them. I want that, I want to do everything for that. And when you have the chance to do it, but you not do it at that time, you cannot. Then you also can win it.
Mentally very strong.
Mental, yeah, but when you training hard, you come in mental strong, eh?
Very, yeah.
You know, when my handicap, what I have a big handicap. When I was running here behind my house on the canal, the water, I have a water place, the canal.
Yeah. Canal, yeah.
When I was running, yes, I never forget people say, "Hey, you are running or you are walking?" Because I was so bad because of my handicap.
Yeah.
I go back to that guys. I never forget to today. Say, hey, but you go work till 65, but I'm not.
Yeah.
Because everybody was like, I want to be the best,
Yeah. So you do anything to make it
pain
happen?
or no pain. I always all my life have pain, because of my food.
Dedication.
Training, working, and you have to be the best. Okay, you need also help at home, and not so easy.
No, you did an amazing job. You was very determined, very competitive.
I was always training. I was in a small village for 9,000 people. I have Tuesday night. I go with the football players here, 2 hours.
Yeah, training. Training football. Yeah.
These guys are walking the whole day, so they train from 7 to 9, 2 times a week. I go to that place. I do the ping pong. The ping pong.
Table tennis.
Club. I go to the squash club. To the squash.
Yeah, that's good.
Tennis, but tennis for training because I'm so bad. And I tell them you have to be running, non-stop working. I was in 4 or 5 things together. I go with the canoe, in the water. And the water, I do the training. I want to be number 1.
Amazing. So not only do you need the talent, you have to have the determination and the mental strength.
So Stefan was coming. When you're strong, you're also mental strong. When you have good condition.
Yeah.
And when Stefan was coming, I want to do Stefan was more easy for riding because I already have easy to buy a bike or etc. Was not a problem, but he have to do it a little bit my way.
Yeah.
Not because you cannot win the world championship with money, eh?
Yeah. You still need to do the work.
Because I have a big motocross school in Spain, and I have so many riders coming, and money was not a problem. But I tell them, say you cannot win with money.
Yeah.
Some riders have bikes, another guy have nothing. And I like most of the guys but nothing because he wanted something.
Yeah.
That is the difference.
Yeah. Someone's just put Harry. Do you like Gary Davids? Put Harry. Do you like Supercross?
I like Supercross from United States.
Do you watch it?
Yeah. I watch every week.
Right. Is there?
Yeah. I watch to the Supercross. Yes. Yeah.
Is there any riders that you like watching?
Yeah, Ken Oxen, eh?
Yeah, Roxon, yeah.
Oxen, and dan you already stopped now, Dungey, Ricky Carmichael,
coming
Chad.
back. Yeah.
And the new boys, Hunter, Chad Lawrence, Chad.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is super good. I watched that outdoor not. Yeah, last 2 weeks ago I was looking the outdoor, but I liked. Yeah, when the MDKs is okay.
Did you ever get think about going to America when you were racing?
No.
No.
When I was world champion, the Harley Davidson for me in '75 to be to go to US, and I tell you, I not want to go because I am afraid to go because of my English of the I have to go to I go to school to 14. I go working, and I was not clever enough to do that, and I no help, from outside here, because I can go to there. Sometimes I think maybe it was good when I was doing that because I do the Transama, what you say, AMA races. AMA in 74, 73.
Yeah.
I won one time. I won in Washington. I was second in Texas.
Yeah.
From all the stars there, and the Pook bike.
Pook bike, yeah.
And that time a 400cc Pook, and I do good races, but they fooled me. But I am afraid to go, only because of my. I don't know nothing about the things.
Yeah, America and stuff.
I got my first time to US in 1970, and I was never on a plane, never. I started in Belgium here. I have to go to New York. I landed in New York because you have to go to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And I don't know what I have to do. So somebody see me that I have a problem, and a woman, stewardess, and she bring me to the next to fly to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And then I have to put the green jacket on. And I landed. And then somebody have to put me on my shoulder and say, I am Paul Hind. I'm a that guy, I can go. Because of my green jacket, you know that I am Harry Everts. I was 2 months in US, and 125. And that time was the motocross not so big, but I was one of 1970. So I won 7 from 8 race. So I coming back and I have a small contract with Cook. So it starts. So starts my career.
What was obviously on the 125? Was that your favorite bike? I know you won the 3 world championships on the trot on a 125. Was that your favorite bike to race, a 125?
No, when I got to Suzuki, for me, no problem what bike I have, 125 to 50 or the big bike.
So nice, yeah, so good, yeah.
I need a Suzuki.
Yeah.
And I remember when I won the 3 titles, and Suzuki said, no, I not want to stay anymore on 125. No, you have to stay because Erik Boers was coming. He's too young and he have not the experience. And I say, no, I want to not stay because Erik will win. Erik was the best coming man. And then they gave me, no, okay, you can get a new contract for 2 years more, and 1 year 125 and 1 year free, and a little bit more money. So then I say, okay, I signed this contract, but when I signed the contract, then already I lose. I know that I will be second or 3 or 4 because my interesting was finished in the 125, but still in that year was still good, and I not won the world championship, but I have 1 year extra contract, and that was the 83, and then it was finished. Yeah.
What did that mean to you to win 3 on the trot? Did that make you very proud? When you won 3 world titles on the trot, did that make you very proud?
Yeah, that made you proud. Yeah, when you win the first, in '75 I won my first time, and then that winter was so bad because I go to every party and there was so many times not at home and drunk, etc. And then '76 was already down, and then I knew when I go to a good bike, and when I have this bike, I never go out anymore, and I stay at home and just do my training, and I won 3 times.
I've got a question from someone has put, Harry, who do you think that the best rider ever has been, apart from yourself?
The best rider at the moment? The best rider at the moment? In Europe?
I think they've put the best rider ever.
Yeah, the best rider ever, yeah. You cannot take USA. You cannot take America to Europe.
Yeah.
Same, eh?
Who do you think the best European rider's ever been?
The best one at the moment, Stefan.
Yeah.
At this moment.
Someone's put an interesting question as well, Harry. They've on the same subject. Do you think Tony Caroli will get 10 world titles like Stefan?
No,
No.
not at the moment. Not anymore. Eh? He was very close that year, but when you look the old season together, okay, Tim Geiser was there. Prada was out, injured. Carioli was in one moment. Antonio is a very, very good rider, very good sportsman. In total, I know him also. Like a person, he's very good, and he tried to do that, to win the 10. Also, when you say not, he tried it because this is the motivation you can have. Otherwise, better you stop and you have no motivation anymore in total. And Antonio is a very good rider, and but for me, it's not a problem when he can do that. But I think he cannot do it, and still, when he do it this year, he must have so much luck. But and nobody wanted that the other rider have an injury or something. And then still now Jorge Prado is coming, and he also riding for the first position or the second one. He not give up. You can see last week he have not he not give up. So I think it will be difficult for Antonio.
Yeah.
And also next year when he have a new contract again here, and still young boys coming also. Antonio also coming older, so he have more experience. But in total, when I see him riding last 2 weeks, last Wednesday he was a little bit better, but last Sunday he was not good in total. To look, he know that also for himself, because that was not Antonio on the sand like he is normal.
Yeah.
And then plus now Jorge is coming in the same team. He also is a special young talented, and it's like one day is like that, the next one coming.
What do you think of Jeffrey Hurlins?
Yeah, Jeffrey Hurlins. I think Jeffrey have so many this mistake what he have now in Italy. Okay, he already have a problem with his food, what I heard before. But then then when I have that, then better he make everything correct, and then I coming back again. But he think. It's my opinion, mine, not everybody. Like in Italy, when the cars he have, that was for nothing. He don't need that. When he was in 10th position in time practice, he can also win. But he want to be always the number one in everything. It's good when you can do that. But sometimes you also have to be think about it, that hey, it's not necessary today. I can go, and especially in that truck. You know that truck when you have 10 position in the time practice or 20, you can have whole shot. This place. So he don't need that normal and that, but he want to be Jeffrey. He want to be number one in everything, and now we bad luck with that thing. Yes, yeah. He's a strong guy. When you see him riding, he's strong.
Yeah, very strong.
Like it when he is riding like that, but it's not good for himself.
Yeah, very fair. I've got a question here from Adam Winslet. He's from the Farley guys, VMX. He's put, did you like the Fox and Hounds track in Newbury in the UK 250 GP on the Pook? Do you remember that?
Oh, Foxhill.
No, it's called Fox and Hounds and track in Newbury, was it?
I think it's Foxhill because I won the Grand Prix in 250 in Foxhill.
Oh, right, okay.
No, Portsmouth. I won in Portsmouth. Because did you like Fox on Construction Newbury UK 250 on the Pook? On the Pook, I was never riding there on the Pook.
Ah, right, okay.
That was Portsmouth. I won Portsmouth. I won.
Oh, you won at Foxhill?
No, in Portsmouth.
Oh, Portsmouth.
I won the Grand Prix in Portsmouth.
Yeah, I remember. Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, did you? I Newbury, but that UK 250 Grand Prix. I know this place. Yeah, there's.
Oh, you know, yeah.
Yeah, no, I know. It was.
You know now. Okay, good.
It was not on the Pook. It was on the. I was on the Bultaco.
Bultaco. Oh, right, okay.
Because Willy Bauer I think Willy Bauer, he have that big crash in that place. He break the back.
Bloody hell, did he?
Yeah, I think it was in that time.
Ah, right, okay.
Yeah, that was a because I think Moshev won the Grand Prix or Kavinov, one of the two. I think Moshev won the Grand Prix. I think. Yeah.
Ah, right, interesting. Okay. Was there any teams that you wish you had a rode for, or bikes that you wish you got to rode?
Many teams.
Was there any bikes that you wished that you got to rode that you didn't, or any teams that you didn't ride for that you would have liked to have?
No.
No,
In my time, no.
no.
No, I have. In our time when that was okay. Pook, Dotako, Suzuki,
Suzuki, yeah.
Suzuki, and then Husky. Yeah, the Husky was because of the problem with the Suzuki because they stopped, and I have good teams before. Yes.
Before we go, Harry, is there anything else you want to say before we go?
Not so special. It was nice to be here, and that I was thinking it was so difficult to understand everything, but it was okay.
Yeah, I
It
think
was
you did
nice.
very well. I really enjoyed it. I thought you was very good, understanding my English.
Yeah. But sometimes it's difficult to understand, but it's okay.
I really appreciate your time, Harry. It's an absolute pleasure to meet you and get to do this. It's a privilege to speak to you.
Thank you.
I much appreciate it. Thanks ever so much, Harry.
Allee, proost, hè.
Cheers to you. Thank you very much.
That's the same.
Yeah, it's the same. Stefan Gin, 72, 72
to all
Gin.
the motocross fans, eh?
Yeah, exactly that.
Okay.
I'll share this to you once it goes out there, and I'll put it on your Facebook and stuff so that people can see it and everything. So,
Okay.
I really appreciate your time. Thanks ever so much, Harry.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Ciao.
Thanks, Harry. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. That was awesome. Hope everyone enjoyed that. Getting to meet the legend himself. Thanks, David. It was great listening. Harry is a living legend. Fabian Morrison, thank you. That was a great watch. Appreciate that, guys. Thanks for everyone coming on tonight. Really appreciate everyone getting involved. Hopefully, we can watch this back on. Get to watch it hopefully later on. Remember. Thanks, Harry. It's a privilege to listen to you. Thanks, Alex, for getting involved, mate. Someone put legend there. To be fair, Anthony's put brilliant. Most of you guys that come on tonight, pretty much everyone had their profiles on. There was a few guys that still need to just click on that button before you come on live. You just need to click the button where it says about giving StreamYard the rights to have your Facebook profile on it. And then say, for instance, there, look, it comes up on their legend. You only see Facebook user, but Gary David, look, you can see your profile and your name. So then I can interact with you guys as well off camera. Thank you very much, whoever put greatly. Really enjoyed it, Mark Palmer. Thank you very much. Leaf Pajala. Hi, mate. Hopefully you'll be tuning in tomorrow night for the live raffle draw on the new bike. I know you've got a ticket, 2 tickets, if I'm right. Philip Johnson, fantastic. Nice one, Lee and Harry. Really enjoyed the interview. What an absolute honour to speak to another legend. It's been amazing getting to speak to some of these guys, meeting them, amazing. Getting to speak to them and interviewing them, wow. Unbelievable. I have to pretty much pinch myself every time, for sure. Gary David, Top Job League, thank you very much. Much appreciated. David Smith, well done, Lee. Not the easiest interview, I'm sure, but you did great. Thanks, Lee. Obviously, I tried to speak a little bit slower for Harry. He did say to me before we come on, it's hard to obviously understand the English if you talk too quickly. Maybe if you're a bit excited to meet these idols, you might talk a little bit faster, maybe. So I tried to slow that down for him. Gav Richmond, Lee and Harry, 2 legends. You're too kind, Mr. Richmond. The 2 Richmond brothers are legends in my world, mate, for sure. Loved the days with you guys at Morden Motocross and maybe even Mid-Wilts. Did you guys do the Mid-Wilts as well? I'm sure your brother's. I'm sure James has got a ticket for tomorrow night. Jamie Jones, fantastic again, Lee. Much appreciated, Jamie. Thanks for your interaction. So, anyone that's interested, who's got a ticket, obviously we've got 150 tickets in the draw tomorrow night. I'm going to be doing the live draw at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. I'm going to try and get this word right. I'm sure it's tombola. I've got the new tombola to spin it round with all the balls in. So, yep, Gav. Yeah, so, yeah, I'm going to turn into some little show pony monkey for you all tomorrow night. Going to get my going to get my tombola out. Is it tombola? I hope I'm saying that right, because I'm sure someone's going to put me straight if it's not. I'm sure it's called tombola. You need to give the old permission to these. Whoever's put "Are you drunk, bro?" Good job. And the gin turned your hat pink too. This is a cheeky little purple hat here from Stefan Everts. I've got my little parcel today with me. His son, official fan of Liam Amsky, Liam Everts. We wish Liam well. Liam Everts well. He broke his arm, wrist. I spoke to Stefan and asked him about Liam. He said he's looking to get back on the bike next month, so we wish him all the best. Stefan next from Steve Humphrey. Stefan next, great job, Lee. I have already spoke to Stefan. You might have seen, hopefully you've seen the little video that he sent everyone and me, saying that he supported me, obviously, and then he said about doing the live interview. So I'm definitely going to be doing the live interview with Stefan, and hopefully I'll be able to maybe mention a raffle prize when I speak to Stefan as well. I will reveal hopefully one of them then, just as a little teaser there. Alex has put, you and the word tombola, you will remember that one day, mate. I know. I've literally called it everything but tombola. Robola, cobola. Oh, and the missus goes, no, it's a tombola. I go, oh, yeah, that's it. That's what it's called. Yeah, of course it is. Of course it's a tombola. It's your brother, Jamie, who said that still can't do that thing, put it up on stream thing. Well, earlier on, you come up with your name on when you first come in, so I don't know how you've gone back off again. Jesus. Brothers, eh? He's sort of a bit dodgy with the old mod cons, my brother, Jamie. But yes, guys, Stefan Everts will be live with me soon. Hopefully in the next week or two, I'll sort that out with Stefan. Yeah, that'd be really cool. And I will reveal a cheeky, and I mean cheeky, raffle prize when we have that interview. All right. So remember that one. And hopefully tomorrow night, when I do the raffle for the bike, I will be able to reveal the next raffle prize and maybe prizes. And trust me, you will want to get involved. Some of the raffle prizes, hopefully we're going to have sorted by tomorrow night that I'll be able to reveal. They are like wowzers. They are cheeky to another level. And as I would say to my mum, and she would point out, they are very cool. Cool. It would be definitely, you'd have a drink to them prizes, that's for sure. I would go as far to say I think I would kill a man for some of these prizes that are going to be coming up. I'd go that far. They're that good. To be fair, the prizes that I'll have will probably, like the bike, pretty much kill me when it's got to go. I've not had a bike in my presence since the 2000 when I finished, so that's obviously been lovely. Starting it up a few times, not started a bike up for 20 years or whatever it is. And yeah, it's going to be the same with these memorabilia things that we're going to be doing for the raffle. Like, to touch them would be good enough, but to have them in your hands and then give them out to you guys, the prize is going to be a killer. That's for sure. Didn't think I'd be touching memorabilia like that. That's going to be coming my way. Oh, here he goes. Look at the old brother. Look. Oh, I've done it. Wow. So ready for the raffle tomorrow, bro? You're in it. I'll have to chuck your ball in the garden somewhere before I pull that pull that out. He's like, I paid my £50 the same as everyone else for a ticket. If I win it, I win it. And I'll be the one getting the abuse if you do. He's not worried about that though, is he? He wants to run off with the bike if he wins. But very true. If you've paid your money for your ticket, then you're entitled to win as much as anyone else. It's just that you won't be the one in the firing line if you did. So yeah, I think a few of the guys. I know there's definitely a few people that had 2 or 3 tickets each. Have I got them written down in my pad? Or do we take them out of here? Because my lovely Lainey Lou has been downstairs. She's printed off some lovely print offs so we could do it all out neat, and she's wrote it all out neat for me downstairs before I did this interview, ready for tomorrow. Because obviously I'm going to put each ball into the tombola. There you go, Alex. Going to put each ball into the tombola live on here. So I will, show you the number 1. Number 1 is Stefan Zaremba. Boom. Number 2, Gary Adis. Boom. Like that. Got on my lists, but they're all written out nicely downstairs, ready. So we're going to have all the balls out with the numbers ready in a nice, neatly order, ready to put in the tombola so that it'll be all live for you guys to see. So you can see everything's being done proper. Obviously, proper job. As we in the West Country, proper job. Farmer Joe. And yeah, it'll be all cool. My brother's put, well, I paid mine. Yes, we paid. I know you paid yours, Jamie. He's trying to get me shot if he wins. Callum Marshall, Lee Ashby, are you still going to do the testimonial meeting for Andy Graham? I am definitely going to try and get involved in that, Callum. Don't worry, mate. I know that you're Mr. Graham's #1 fan. You told me. Yeah, we're going to have to see what we can do about that. Hopefully use the powers of social media to maybe get that out there and see what we can do. Obviously, we have to think about where it could be, obviously. See what tracks would be interested and take it from there, I guess. I've got a couple of people I know that I could maybe mention it to and see what they say. I'm sure, obviously, now at the moment, everything's very difficult, isn't it, with the virus and everything? No one knows what's going on with Speedway in general and what's happening next season. Is there going to be a British League, etc.? So it's a bit difficult at the minute, but I'm definitely, and don't worry, it won't be something I've just said lightly that I would like to get involved in or try to help in some way. But yeah, that's definitely something we're going to try and do. So yeah, I've got all my 150 people written down. I did put a status up the other day with all the 150 people. Hopefully you've seen the video of my tombola and the balls that are all going in, see how it's going to work. And yeah, so hopefully tomorrow night, here we go. The brother's put something else up. What's he put up now? If I win the bike tomorrow, I'll pick it up within about 10 minutes for sure. I'm sure you would. Well, I'd have everyone on social media and everyone in the group and everything calling me all sorts of names. Fix this and fix that. But straight from the heart. Actually, I'm going to mention this while I'm on here. Actually, you won't get anyone any more honest than me. Put it this way. That's for sure. There's no cheat in me. That's for sure. I appreciate everyone's support in the group and everything. It's been amazing. Like I said, I just started out just entertaining people, and the group's grown, and it's been absolutely fantastic. And then get to do these competitions and stuff, amazing. So yeah, and that means a lot to me. The group, everyone that gets involved. So yeah, 100%. I would never do anything untoward. Especially for you guys. No, never. That would never happen in this lifetime. Let me tell you that. Because actually, this is what I was going to remember. No, I am not half cut. Whoever put that. This is only one drink. And I had one the other night as well. So I'm clearly not. Oh, it's old Jonathan Shells. Fair play, Lee. Great job, bud. Cheers, bud. Lee, are you going to get back on a bike again? Super Evo. Mr. Gavin Richmond. Right, Gav. I was speaking to my brother about this, and I said that I'm actually waiting for Dave Thorpe to get back to me actually, because it's my brother's 40th birthday next month, 22nd of November, and we've talked about Dave Thorpe does his own off-road days on the old Hondas. I think it's down in the southwest somewhere, like Somerset. I think it's something like that. You do the day on the off-road bike. They supply everything. Of course, we haven't got anything, so that would be perfect to supply everything, and then hopefully me and my brother are gonna have a go. I think he does Fridays, so I'm hoping to go and do that next month. So then I could probably see where I'm at, as it were. So yeah, hopefully gonna have a go. But yes, it's definitely been entering my mind. Yes, I need to lose 19.5 stone. That's just off my cap. That was me that put that. Oh, the missus has put the dinner's nearly ready. So I think that's a hint to get off of here. That was me who put that up. One glass filled how many times? Well, the missus made this for me and then that's the only one. You haven't seen me exit the door in the spare room here. My little Poppy Gray stays in. This is my little interview room. So no one's come in or out, as you've seen in the interview. So that's the only one I've had. Oh, ouch! My friend Bazza has put, "You're a has-been now. Give it up, man." Wow, I did give it up 20 years ago, but I might have a dabble. But the answer to the question, Gav, just a straight out answer is yes. I am actually definitely thinking about dabbling. So yeah. I've got a question for the great Ashby. If you were to race again, who would win? Be honest, Defo be the first to the first corner. Wow. So basically, back in the day, my brother was in the 80s and I was in the hundreds. And by that time, sort of my 2 or 3 years in, I started winning quite regular on the hundreds. And Jamie was still a decent rider on the 80s, but he'd only just got up from the 60s. And there was someone did some recording. This was at Mid Wilts with the old elastic, like the grass track, elastic, like elastic tape thing or whatever it was, band, whatever it was. Went from the middle outwards, a bit like the old grass track. And yeah, we all seen him roll about 3 or 4 bike lengths. It was at Rawton Supercross track in Swindon. They had a Supercross track there. And yeah, someone did some camcording or whatever it was back then. And yeah, Jamie was clearly seen as cheating. So obviously he couldn't be allowed to be in charge of the tombola because he would cheat like he did that day. Yeah, he thought he was real clever when he whole shotted, obviously by a mile, because he was in about second or third gear when we were still standing still at the start, until he got in the first corner, and then his brother come round and made him have a little bit of a bit of the old handlebar shake when I went past. And I seem to remember, brother, maybe lapping you maybe a couple of times, maybe. But give him his due, he was a good rider. That was his first year on the 80s, I think. And remember back in the day when there was the groups weren't that full. They used to mix the 80s and hundreds group together. So yeah, he was 2 or 3 years behind me, and obviously I was getting quite established by that point. So yeah, it was no thing to be lapped at that particular time when you first went up into the 80s. But the answer to your question, I think my from a standing still starts whole shot. I think the last thing you lose is your reflexes. So I think I would definitely be good out the gate for sure. Then I think I may try the whole shot and then maybe pull off as soon as possible after that and claim there's something wrong with the bike or something. Maybe that's what I need to do. But yeah, my brother's still quite fit for turning 40 next month. He's a hard ground worker, and yeah, I think he may be a bit of an issue for me after a lap or two, I would imagine. So yeah. So the answer is yeah, I would definitely beat you. I would just rely on pure ability. Oh God, my mum's getting involved now. Leaf Pajala, you have to race Farley Castle. I think that was one of the last ones I did. I definitely raced Farley Castle in '99 and 2000 when the Morden Motocross Club that I was at did did a series called the Aces of Motocross, like a 2-day national. And there were some very cool riders that come back and did that on some Evo bikes at the time. I remember Mr. James Payton himself, former British Championship rider. I remember him coming to ride and had some good battles with him. There were some very good riders. Aston Bird, I remember having some good battles with him. And then there was '99 when I was on the Honda, the time where this young lad from South Africa came over on a Kawasaki. No one really knew who he was. We found out later on that he raced in 125 GPs, and he was literally blitzing the whole weekend. Got to the last race of the weekend, and I managed to beat him in the last race, which was pretty cool. I remember that one well in '99, so that was nice. But yeah, I've raced Farley in '99 and 2000 Leaf. But yeah, everyone's it's amazing what they do with the VMX donations at Farley. It looks amazing. Can't believe I've not been there at all since they've had it. Basically, mainly down to the fact that I've been running football teams for the last 17 years or so, being a football gaffer. So I was dedicated to that. So my Saturdays, etc., were all out. Lee Ashby and Alan Graham have got a speedway bike as well. I've definitely not got a speedway bike. I better get off here, haven't I? T's waiting. Gonna get in trouble. So, people, thanks ever so much for your interactions tonight. But yeah, I'm thinking about having a cheeky little comeback, whether that is just practicing with my brother. It's probably just enough, me and him, trying to see who's can still do it and who's going to do what. But yeah, whether we just have a practice. I would like to go down and see the day 4 off-road thing on the Honda and see how we get on. I'm sure the whole day will just be about me and my brother. The dog's loving it. Wow. Now she's threatening that she's feeding the dog my dinner. So yeah, I'm definitely going to go now. Thanks to everyone for coming on. And a couple of people have been saying it's weird to see you with your hat on forwards, but obviously look, there's nothing on the back, so you can't see Stefan's S72 gin if I do it around the wrong way. So yeah, and by the way, I invented this because I had my hat backwards in 1991, I believe. So kids think they're cool now when they're hat backwards. I did it when I was very young, all right? So when everyone was having it like that, I had it like that. I've always been different, as it were. Alex, do it. Get back on a bike. Yeah, I'm going to have a dabble. I'm wrecked anyway, Alex. I've had a back operation. Broke my hand, had a hop operation. As you can see, my hand's sticking up in there in the end. Back's useless. It's like cheese string. But yeah, I thought I'm wrecked anyway, so why not have a little go? And then not be able to walk for a month. Sounds like fun. So yeah, we're definitely going to have a go. And I better go because the missus is now doing sleeping signs. I know what that. So thanks everyone. Don't forget 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. live tomorrow. Let's get the old tombola out, and the balls will be out with the numbers on, and then we'll get that going. And then hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm sorting out tomorrow. I'll be able to confirm some mint prizes as well, memorabilia wise. So yeah, look forward to that. See you all tomorrow night. Thanks very much. Good night and God bless. And I'm going to quote the old father again. It's nice to be important, but it's important to be nice. Ciao, Bella.